All right, what is up? Welcome in. Today we are going to be looking at how I use MultiSellerPro Live Scan to make the most of your time to work on it as most efficiently as possible. Okay, so let's jump into it right away. Let's go ahead and share my screen here. So MultiSeller Pro is a software that you can use. You can connect your Amazon seller's account. You can connect your Walmart seller's account. It is going to do sourcing for you, online sourcing. It has data reading capabilities, Chrome extensions. You can have an app for your phone as well, a mobile app that you can use so you can scan on the go doing some RA, some retail arbitrage. So lots of stuff in here. It helps with ungating as well, inventory, um, categorization or control, things like that. But we are going to be looking at the live scan here. This is what I want to talk about today, the live scan, how we actually use the live scan to make the most out of it, okay, to make the most out of our time. So we're here on our dashboard with MultiSeller Pro. We're going to go to our live scan. When we click on this, we're going to see two things. Okay, there is a universal live scan, and then if you scroll down, there is a live scan here. Okay, so what we want to do, or what these two do, is that the universal live scan, this is going to go to any retail website. Okay, goes with any retail website. As long as you have your Chrome extension, it will work. Okay, and it is real-time sourcing fast results. Okay, so this is going to a website, scanning the website, looking at the products yourself. Okay, it is very fast results, absolutely. So what I use this scan for is when you have a certain website that you want to go to, and you know that you like to look at the pet products on that website. You like to look at the beauty products on that website. Like you have a specific category that you go to, then this is what you need to use, okay, to do some live sourcing, fast sourcing, okay? Same thing if like maybe you say, okay, I source Target all the time. I always try to go find products from Target, but the only things I ever find is when stuff is on sale. That's the only time it can be profitable for you. Well, this is going to be perfect for that. Okay, go to Target, go to the sales section, use the universal live scan to narrow everything down and source through that section of products very quickly, very fast. Okay. Below this, we have our live scan here. So basically I call this is going to be a website scraper. So what this does is it takes an entire website. It scrapes everything, all the categories, all the products, it just does the entire website and pulls out products, matches them up to listings on Walmart, on Amazon, tells you if they're profitable or not, gives you the data so you know what you're buying, where you're buying it from. So this obviously is going to take a longer time because it is doing the entire website. So this is going to be good for those large websites that you want to do. Sam's Club, Costco, Walmart, right? You want to look at everything that that store has to sell. Use the live scan here, this website scraper, so it does all the work for you, and then you can focus on some other more niche, more category type um, websites, okay? So what I would do whenever I first start for the day, right, I'm getting into things, I would come here in my live scan and I would go to this live scan at the bottom, this website scraper. I would hit start live scan and I'm going to start something. Okay, I want to start some kind of scan here. Okay, so we will just title it by the date and we want to put in our URL right here. So we can just copy and paste a URL from a website that we have. If we have no idea what website we want to, maybe we just have no idea, maybe we're just kind of going in here and saying, okay, I need to do sourcing, don't know what I want to source, then they do have a supplier button here. So you can click on this and it's going to pull up all these web pages for you, all these websites. So if you just have absolutely no idea who you want to source from, maybe you're having a blank moment, then you can scroll through here and you can find some really good websites that you can source, okay? Um, So let's see, we'll just choose one today. I don't have anything in mind. Mm, Let me see. They got a lot of good stuff in here. Let's do Webstaurant. Okay, that would be a website that I would want to search the entire store, the entire website. So it just opens up for you in a separate tab. Copy that URL, go back to your MultiSeller Pro, paste in your URL. You got to click on your add URL button. Okay. Oh, hang on. Did not take me to where I need to do. Okay, let's just click here. There we go. So if it gives you an error code saying like, oh, that didn't work, then just click on like a category or a catalog type page. That way you can start somewhere. There we go. Okay, so that worked. And then we just scroll down and we hit create scan. Okay, it's telling me right here it's going to scan for Amazon, Walmart, and eBay for any listings, products that are selling well on any of these sites. If you want to change that, you can change it. I'll leave it for now because we can filter this down later once we find results as well. Okay, so we're just going to do create scan. It takes me over to my searches. Okay, and it's going to process and start running this scan. Now you can see all the scans in here that have been done. You can always rerun a scan. So I did recently just rerun a scan here. I just reran this one and it did find 250 deals. So we will take a look at that as well. Oh, see this one already found like that one's processing as well. That one's still rerunning, but it's already found 6 deals, but it's still processing. And then this one is the one we just started. So it's going to take a minute or two, obviously longer than a minute or two, but it's going to run. So while this is running, I would go back to my live scan. We're going to do universal scanning, okay, while this is running. So let me exit out of that. Okay, back to our live scan. Okay, there's a video that goes over this as well. You hit start universal scan. It gives you some instructions. It shows you if there's been anything that I've already searched before. It has it right here. Anything saved, it has favorites for you. Okay, this is essentially going to be your shopping list. Okay, so how this works. How this works is you want to go to whatever website that you're planning to search. So let's just go to Target. I mentioned that earlier. And we want to go to our deals, right? Maybe our deals and our clearance items are the only time we can find products. So let's go see what's going on with our deals. We can just go to all deals. Okay, and now that we're on a or on a page that does have products and the prices of the products, this is when we can right click. Okay, so we're going to right click. We're going to go down. We should see a MSP Universal Live Scan. We click on that. And now it's scanning this page. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so whenever we're on Target, maybe we want to go to our deals. Maybe we want to go to our clearance items, right? We want to see what we can get. Maybe this is just always the stuff that we find whenever we go to Target. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're on a page within Target. We want to make sure we're on a page that actually has products and the pricing of those products. Okay. That way MultiSeller Pro can actually pull the information. So all we do is right click. We're going to go down to MSP Universal Live Scan. It pulls up, it's scanning this page. Okay, and now it's going to pop up with filters. So what filters do we want to have here, right? We have our Amazon filters, our Walmart filters, and our eBay filters. So whatever products you're looking for, it's going to ask you your filters. So let's say $3 minimum profit, 20% minimum ROI. All right, let's see what we have with that. And we're going to hit save. And then we can just minimize this. And if we scroll down through here, below the listing, it's going to tell you if there is any listings found on Amazon for this product. We can move this guy out of the way as well if he's in the way. And it's going to give you the breakdown, the cost that you're paying from Target, okay, $4.82, and the sales price it's selling for on Amazon. Okay, so this is our Kleenex 4-pack 60 count. No, 240 count. 240 total. 4-pack 60 count each. Got it. All right, and then you can see that it matches up with our Amazon. Okay, that's a $3 profit. That's meeting. There's a folding chair as well. So let's see. This is not a folding chair, so you do still have to look at it, right? Just make sure things matched up correctly. It is a software, it is AI, it is technology, right? Sometimes that messes up a little bit. That's going to be with any software you use, with any kind of software. Always double check behind it, right? So we can see on Marketplace, we have a folding chair. On Target, that is not a folding chair. That is an actual like canvas type chair. Okay, so not it. If there's any other listings, we can scroll down within the box as well to see if there's anything else. And then we can just keep going and looking at our products. Okay. The 75 count 4-pack. Make sure they're right. Okay. All right, so we're just doing a preliminary search here, okay? We don't have to look at every single one with every single detail, but we just want to do a quick glance, quick preliminary search. So what we're going to do, okay, is when we see it and things are matching up, if we like it, we like the ROI, we like the profit, we can hit our little heart and we can save it for later, okay? This one, we hovered over, we saw the pictures different, right? Obviously not the same chair, so we're going to move on. Let's see, this one, not the same chair. We're moving on. Let's see what else they have in here. It matched it up to a couple tables. You can also see the percentage match as well, like how confident the software is that this actually matched. Okay, so that can also be a good indicator for you to look at. Since this is clearance items, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of just different and odd stuff in here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, these joggers look like they're the same. These are, we want to check the brand. It's like All in Motion. This might be the same. Okay, let's see what the profit was, $4. So we can save that for later. We'll do a deeper search. Okay, so this, yeah, this looks like it's matching, maybe a different color. So we'll probably just have to look and make sure that there's color options that we can choose. Typically there's going to be, yeah, see it has color options, right? So we can save that for later. There is another listing as well. Looks like same thing with a good profit as well. We'll save that for later. Okay, so we're really just going through quickly looking. Again, this is some potware, some kind of kitchen household, probably got some different color options. It does have a 99% match rate, so we'll save that. It's good profit. Okay, so we're quickly going through. See, there it is. That's the exact same color in the picture. So we're quickly going through, checking these guys out, saving what we want to save, and then we'll do a more thorough search later, okay? This is to get our preliminary list to look at. This is the same brand. It is Olay. We just have to make sure. Okay, yeah. See, it tells us right here it's different ounces. Okay, so not the same. We don't want to mess with that. Let's see. We already got some of these saved, but save another one. That's different. 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 Okay, pictures can quickly tell us if they're different or not, of course. It's a really good preliminary indicator. Right. So that was page 1 of 50. So if you hit to the next page, it's going to go ahead and scan this next page. Okay, it's going to keep your parameters, your filters the same, and it's going to scan your page. Okay, so you can just minimize that and get it out of the way, and then go through and see what we got. Okay, it does take a minute to search. So if it doesn't pop up right away, just give it a minute. All right, so this is Dove, but Marketplace has a 2-pack. Got some bedding, and maybe, some of the stuff, like I said, it is clearance, so all kinds of stuff are going to pop up. Could be something that we don't even want to sell. Maybe it's big, it's heavy. Maybe we already know, like, we can't sell it. Maybe that's giving 100% match in the picture. Completely matched. We'll have to look at this one a little bit more. It does say it matches the 24-pack, but it is really crazy profit, like 66 bucks profit. So we'll have to look at that more. We'll have to, something else I want to get added in here, which I will ask for it to be added in, to have a filter for our monthly sales. That would be amazing, because that would just narrow it down so much more. Okay, so of course this is going to take some time going through it, but you can see it's already narrowed out. Like, we don't have to look at these, they're blocked off. So either there's not a listing or it's not meeting the $3 profit, 20% ROI. So you can take some time to look through these fairly quickly, and it does that work for you. Okay. So if you know you're having a sourcing day, if you're going to take some time to do this, then this is the way to go, right? We're already on page 3. We're not having to open them up on Amazon and then open them up on MultiSellerPro or something to look at them, right? We don't have to open up anything. All we have to do is scroll through here and hit our heart if we want to look at it deeper, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm looking for matches. Okay, once I look at the matches, then I'm going to look at the profit. Okay, so the bottle is different, but it is the same brand. It potentially could be the same product. As long as it's like the same ounces and everything, it could be the same product. Maybe they just had a marketing change with their bottle. So $8 profit, right? That's 73% ROI. It is a good brand. I know they sell, so I'm going to save that for later. This one, again, this one may just be a little bit different on the marketing, or it's probably a different pack. So they have a flower pack selling, and the one here on Target is an animal pack. I don't see any options to choose from, so we will bypass that one unless MSP did connect it with the right one. I don't see that. Okay. You can also look at your cost price as well for products. So if you know, like, you're starting out, you don't have a whole bunch of money to spend on inventory, right? That's fine. I mean, we've all most of us, I have to say, most of us started that way. Like we didn't have a buku of money to spend on our inventory. We had to start small and grow. So you can also look at cost price. You can put in a minimum and a max cost as well in your filters. So if you know you don't want to go above $20 on a product, right? You want to be able to buy product, but you don't have $1,000 to spend. Maybe you just want to go max. It costs you $20 per product. You can do that, and that will filter it out as well. You can also filter out your minimum match percentage too, right? If you're like, okay, I really just want to look at the ones that it's confident about matching, maybe like a 90% match, 80% match, you can do that as well, okay? So that can even narrow things down much, much more. It's a 2-pack. And we may do that here because I'm seeing everything that's kind of below a certain amount. It's not matching quite right. So let's say a 70%. Okay. So now it's going to search. And it's only going to find products that are 70% matching or above. We do have a lot of clearance items. It's like 50 pages to go through. So if you're pulling up a website and you see that it does have a lot of pages, then I do recommend to be more strict, right? Be stricter on your filters so that you can get through this and find the best of the best, right? We're all about time for this kind of business that you're running, right? Being a Amazon, Walmart reseller, time is money. We have to get out here, we have to find products, we have to source products, which does take time. And the more that we can help protect our time and go through products quicker and quicker, then it's going to help us get actual products that are going to sell, that's going to make us profit and get our store up and running and growing. If there was maybe only 5 or 10 pages of these products, then I would probably just keep the percentage match. I would just leave it at 0. I wouldn't put that in because I would just want to look at all of them, right? We got a lot of products, a lot of options for us to look at. And you can see doing this, it is taking out a lot of these guys. So it's doing all this work for us, right? Instead of us having to click on these, opening them up, searching for them on Amazon, searching for them on Walmart, plugging in UPCs and, searching for ASIN codes and stuff like that. Doing all the work for you. Okay. All right, so we're moving right along. So this is how the universal live scan works. Okay, you're going to actual website pages and you're looking at the products yourself, but quickly looking at the products. Okay. guys, so I did switch to another website. I was looking through Target, not really seeing anything come up. So instead of spending my time flipping through those pages, I decided to go to another website, right? If you're going through page after page after page and nothing is coming up, nothing is matching, go ahead and switch to something else, okay? Um, Even if you don't find anything, I mean, you still saved a lot of time instead of manually going through and clicking on them and pulling them up and looking at the data. Like it saved you a lot of time and you're able to quickly move on to a whole new website, right? Without wasting more time there on Target. So I switched over here to iHerb. So I do have some products are coming in here. They're matching 97, 89, right? So this definitely looking like a better product. This is a 2-pack, but it does look like it's matching. So we'll save that one. That one comes with the 3-pack. It's a little bottle. So unless we'd have to dig in and see if iHerb sells that little bottle or not. Potentially could be a bundle for us, but we'll move on for now. This brand also, really good brand, I know that. And looks like a perfect match there. Oops, skip this one. Yeah, so you can see definitely more matches coming up, meeting the match percentage. And looks like that's what we got on this page. Okay. I also wanted to point out with you guys too, like say that you're on a website and there's a sale going on. There's coupons for the website. Maybe you have a coupon for Target. You have a coupon for Kohl's or whatever it is. Maybe the site itself is just running coupon deals. Like this one, you see 15% off sports. Sunscreen, buy one, get one 50% off. 15% off probiotics. So there is a place in Live Scan here that you can put in your coupon percentage as well for that. So you can do that and put in your percentage of coupons. So it automatically takes off that price to see if it meets your criteria. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that that got pointed out for you guys. And then um, I did ask as well, right, if we can add in our filter for monthly sales, right? I asked already about that because I think that would be an amazing addition to have our monthly sales in here, that it can look at those listings and narrow that down even more to save us more and more time. All right, but let's go back to MultiSeller Pro, right? Say that we went through the website, we did all our sourcing, we got a little shopping list going on. Now it's time to go back and deeper dive into our products. So what we do, we go back to MultiSeller Pro. Okay, we'd want to go to our Universal Live Scan. It does need an update though, right? Because we just did our scanning, we just saved to our favorites. So you won't see it pop up here immediately. You might have to refresh, go back out. For it to refresh, let's just go ahead and go to our favorites here. You know, once things are refreshed and good to go, you can click on your favorite tab and it's going to pull up everything that we've ever saved during our researching. Okay. So you can see everything here. It gives you all the breakdown, the cost price, the sales price, the profit. It has Keepa charts for you as well for you to glance at, where you're buying it from, where you're selling it at. Okay. You have filters. If we scroll back up, there are additional filters as well that you can put in here, which they should already meet these filters because that's why we added them here, because they met our ROI filter and our profit filter. But we can put it in just in case maybe something changed, right? Let's just put it in just in case if we got some older favorites in here, maybe some changes have happened, just to be sure. Okay. You can also look at your marketplaces as well, or you can just do all marketplaces. You can look at specific marketplace filters. Okay, so there is a spot in here within our favorites with our Amazon filters. We can exclude Amazon selling on it, and we can put our minimum sales per month in here as well. So there is an area here that's going to help you narrow it down. But like I said, it would be nice if we had that on our little scanner when we're looking at the website to just go ahead and get that narrowed down and out of the way. So let's apply that. All right. So we can see that it did break it down into 6 products that I have here. I don't believe we have the products. Yeah, it's still not showing our latest scan that we just did with Target and iHerb, so it hasn't refreshed there. But it is showing us 6 products that have been saved in the past from scans. Um, so these are all Amazon selling 50 times a month. No Amazon is on it. We can hover over our Keepa graph and just get an idea here of what our Keepa graph looks like, making sure things look good here. So you can see this particular item does have jumps in the sales price. It goes at sales for as high as $100 to as low as about $70. So definitely has some price fluctuation there. However, it's only costing us about 40 bucks to buy it. So even with that fluctuation, we should be profitable. Again, you can look at this one, see if this one looks good. So that looks like it's the same, actually, it's the same product, just a different listing on Amazon. So it sells for a little bit lower on this listing, between $80 to $50. This chart, more steady. It's selling for around 70 something, I guess around 75. That's the current price. It did have a dip down here, but looks like majority is at a steady price. So that's nice and good to see. Okay, so you can go through and get a brief overview of these, looking at your Keepa charts, just making sure there isn't anything in here that looks crazy. If you want to look at your details, you certainly can do that as well. It's going to give you even more information. Once your Amazon account is connected, it will tell you if you're gated or ungated, right? Because this is an Amazon listing. So I'll let you know there. Gives you the ASIN number, gives you the category, the BSR, how many offers are selling the product, how many monthly sales you have on the product. Okay, so lots of good information. This only has one offer. So we probably don't want to look at that, right? Because we want products that have more than one offers. Let me see. We have one in here. Okay, so this one here, it's a $9 profit. So it's being sold as a 2-pack. We would buy it as a single. We would create a 2-pack and sell it on Amazon. There are 3 or more sellers on there, 8,000 monthly sales. Selling price 37. We can hover over our Keepa charts here as well. Looks pretty good, not too bad at all. Let's see, the current price is 37, so it is at its lower target right now. We've had a few dips that went a little bit lower before, but they were just dips and came right back up. Probably people trying to get in the buy box, people trying to get sales, they dropped it down, brought it right back up. So we are still $9 profitable at this lower sales price. So that means we are good. Potentially this product could go back up to $45, $46 here, which would just be even more profit for us. So that would definitely be something to look at. And if you want to do a even deeper dive, you can open up your both links as well. You can take a look at it on iHerb, double check things, look at it on Amazon, double check things, with your MultiSellerPro Chrome extension to do all the math for you, to plug in your price again, to look at the buy box rotation, things like that. But we can see quickly we have narrowed things down and we have found one product that is good, right? These other products, I'm going to unfavor them because it only had one seller on it. We don't like that. We want to see more than one seller, right? We want to see 3 or more sellers. So this is our product that we have in our favorites that we could look at actually buying and getting into our store. Okay. And then once our other favorites load, we'll have more to look at as well. So let's actually try to refresh it. We're going to go to our dashboard. We're going to go back into Live Scan, Universal Scan. Let's see if it can load our newest scans. Okay, yes, so right here, this is our newest scan. Target was done today as well, newest scan. So let's just hit show favorites because we want to check all of them out. Again, we'll put in our, shouldn't have changed just from a few minutes ago, but never know. Exclude Amazon, monthly sales, 50. You can also put your offers in here so you don't have to look at them every single time. Minimum offer, that's the minimum number of sellers. Okay, we're going to do 3. We're going to hit apply. Okay, and we can see, okay, we got one product here. Okay. So then that's going to quickly narrow things down. And I just briefly went over our target in our iHerb. I didn't even go through them fully. So still going to be a lot of good stuff on these products, but you can look, I went through, let's see. We went through 6 pages on iHerb. We went through 10 pages on Target, and we were able to narrow it all down within maybe 30 minutes or so, down to one item, right? Instead of having to constantly click on all those items by itself, okay? So that's our universal scanner. Okay, that's what I would do if I have some time, 30 minutes, an hour, do some universal scanning, and then you can narrow things down. You can do this at a later date. Maybe you just want to do the universal scanner, and then tomorrow come back into your favorites and narrow things down and actually decide what you want to do with those products, okay? Now, as we were doing this, of course, our website scraper was working. So let's go check on that. Live scan. We're going to go to our live scan here, and we're going to go over to our searches tab. We're going to check and see if it's done. It may not be done. Okay, yeah, looks like it actually was done. It did not find any deals for us today on this supplier. All right, it's still running this one that's been reran, but you can scan multiple suppliers at a time, multiple websites at a time. So this one is taking a little bit longer, and it still has 6 deals. But let's look at this one that did run earlier. I reran it earlier. So let's take a look at these deals because it did find 250 deals looking through 16 pages. So this is multiple suppliers, right? We had like three suppliers. We searched on this one. So we go to our view deals, looks exactly the same, putting in our filters, ROI, profit per dollars. Okay, we can do our Amazon filters, exclude Amazon, 50 monthly sales, minimum offer, apply that. We can also look at our Walmart filters as well. We want to exclude Walmart. And we can filter by badges if we want to do that. I'll probably just leave it here, just exclude Walmart, and then take a look at these and see what I got. Okay. So we got 28 products that match our filters. So we can go through again. We can see where we're buying it from and where we're selling it from. So this is a Walmart product, $12 profit. Okay. We can look at our details a little bit more. We can open it up on Walmart and look at it. Another Walmart product, right? So we're scrolling through. We do have some eBay products on here as well. Looks like all of these, it matched with Walmart. If we want to go through and see, okay, all I see is Walmart. Is there any Amazon deals, right? We can just scroll back up to the top. Marketplaces, Amazon. Okay, so no, there was no Amazon deals that matched our criteria within this search. Okay, maybe we want to change it a little bit. I wouldn't necessarily change the ROI, but maybe change the profit down to $2. Okay, still no filters. Okay, so that means all our products we found is on Walmart. This is why it's good to be able to sell on multiple platforms. We'll just look at all of them on multiple platforms because when you're sourcing like this, then you're like, oh, well, I'm on Walmart and Amazon, like no big deal. I'll just take this and go to Walmart and sell it there. Okay. Walmart, of course, we do not have keep a chart, but we have our reviews. Okay, so we want to look and see a product that has some good reviews going on. Look, this one has 900 reviews, which is really, really good. This one has 3,000 reviews, even better. Okay, so that's what we want to look at when we're looking at our Walmart products. We want to have good reviews. Okay, 100, we'll take that, 2,000, right? So we can see there's multiple products in here that have good reviews. Okay. So say you want to actually look at this on Walmart, we certainly can do that. We just click on the picture It opens it up, and we can do this with our Amazon products as well. Once we open it, we have our multi-seller Chrome extension. Okay, it's going to tell us our monthly sales, our sellers count. Okay, we have our reviews that we already saw, and this is where we can plug in our cost price. So let me see, our cost price is $23.98. Okay, and let's see what it's actually selling for. So I like to look and see what other people are selling the price for. Compared to 40, 90. Let's scroll down on our. Yeah, it looks like we actually got some 40, 90. So 38, 38, 38, 40, 42. They have the buy box right now at 42. Okay. So I do like to look and just see what other people are selling it at, who has the buy box, how they're selling it, right? Walmart fulfilled. That's going to give them an edge to be Walmart fulfilled. See if we switch seller fulfilled, get some profit there. So this one would have to be a seller fulfilled, or we would have to increase our price to like $45.99 to get some profit. Okay, so it's always good to look at the products, right? Do our deeper analysis of these products. Okay. Let's look at another one. Let's see this one. Let's look at our Downy. Wait a minute to pop up. And we're paying $14.98. All right, so $14.98, we're getting almost $3 profit on this. Okay, that's Walmart fulfilled, almost $3 profit. But let's just double check our price selling. I just always like to look at sold by, see if there's any other options and things. Sometimes it'll tell you pricing over here as well. And pretty steady on our price. Actually got 38 on our price. So let's scroll down. Let's look at 28, 27. Okay, yeah. So that's what we want to go with there. 28, 27. Okay, so we're seeing some profit there. I got a bunch of detergent going on. 1998. Okay, $7 profit here on. Ooh, what happened? Make sure. So no, looks like 35. Let's check our price. Oh, it's actually 30, looks like 39 on our chart. 35, 35. Okay. But not a lot in stock. They're also seller fulfilled as well. So yeah, seller fulfilled, profitable, but that's look like, yeah, if we would do Walmart fulfilled with this, $39.99, get some profit there. And it's selling over 100 times a month. Okay. So that's what we're looking at when we're doing this, when we're looking at these products. And then if you find something, right, again, you can add products to your favorite list from here as well. Hit your little star heart icon, and it's going to add them to your favorite list. If you don't like them at all, you can always delete them, and it just takes them away. So when you come back and look at these products, they're not going to be there. Okay. And then we do have, I think, yeah, so we have page 2. We got some products on here as well. So make sure you're going to your second pages. 13,000 reviews on that. So lots of detergent. And this is all coming from Sam's Club, looks like. In Blaine's. Sam's Club in Blaine's. All right, but yeah, so that's how we are using our live scan. That's how I use this live scan to make the most out of my day and the most out of my time. is that I am going to run a live scan. I'm going to have this software scan an entire website or multiple websites at a time. And then I'm going to go do the universal scanning for myself, right? That way I can get some products saved on my list, some products going for me, taking some time myself to look at them to narrow them down. And then I'm going to go back and look through my favorite list, narrow them down even more, look at them even better to decide which ones are actually going to be good for me to buy. Okay, so there's our filters. I did change it down to 50% on our filters, right? So it's going to go through and scan products for us and match things up. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that was helpful for you with MultiSeller Pro and how I use it to save time and get the most out of it. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you.